From beyond the stars come the brave and mighty Thundercats.
Thundercats! Ho!
Don't miss the action as the mean and ugly mutants attack! Team up with the most evil one of all, Moonra. To steal the sword that holds the Thundercats' superpowers, the magic eye of Thundera. Join the bravest of them all, the Thundercats.
Thursday night at 8 on Television 28.
Dragon Walker, Battle Armor, He-Man, and Skeletor and Merman each sold separately.
Step right this way, He-Man!
Batteries not included.
What's that? Take that, He-Man! May the mighty and power prevail! Yeah!
New Dragon Walker vehicle for use with most Masters of the Universe figures. Action figures each sold separately from Mattel.
Hey kids, this is Lion-O, inviting you to share all the exciting adventures of the Thundercats. Join Panthro the Deadly, Tigra the Invisible, Chitara the Quick, Wily Cat and Wily Kid, and Jaga the Wise, as we do battle with Mumra and his band of mutants.
Oh, sure. Just forget about me.
I was just saving the best for last, Snarf. So join me for all the action here in Amarillo, weekdays at 4 on TV 14. Channel 14. Ho!
Splinter the Rat taught them each the ninja arts. Donatello, master of the staff. Leonardo, the katana blade.
My God!
Raphael, the
Don't
sleeve.
throw this at home, kids!
And Michelangelo, the nunchakus.
Radical! And master of the willing pizza. Hey, who had the pepperoni and ice cream? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
From Playmates.
4, 3, 2, 1. Hear the roar, Thundercats. Tonight at 7 on Toonami.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell. They learned the ninja arts from their master, the Rat. And now these 4 green guys can really kick back.
The Shredder, sworn enemy of the Turtles.
It feels so good to be so bad.
With his henchmen, the dreaded foot soldiers, the mutants Bebop and Rocksteady.
What do I do with them? Destroy them!
All one turtle soup. From Playmates.
It's the 90s. Women are strong, stable.
Oh, that hurts. I don't want to do this anymore.
Some more than others. For me, one stands head and shoulders above the rest.
Chitara, ho!
She's everything the modern woman should be.
Right in front of you, Tigra.
Brains, beauty, blinding speed. There's no damsel in distress.
I can't do it, but Chitara can.
If you're wondering about the woman of the next millennium,
Leave it to me.
黒獅子、赤獅子、そして3代の獅子たちよ。今、眠りから覚める5代の未来獣。ロボットメカの限界に挑戦。全く新しい奇跡の超合体システム。ついに完成。未来獣合体5ライオン。未来に挑戦するポピーより絶賛発売中。
Thundercats Catslayer. Will Catslayer's electronic laser beam destroy the mutant vehicle?
Laser!
Direct laser hit. Catslayer's doors are blown open.
Back! Get him! Fire! Retreat!
Catslayer defeats the mutant vehicle.
Catslayer, complete with mutant vehicle. Figures sold separately. Assembly required. Batteries not included. It's a grand toy.
Mechanized, metalized, in disguise. Face war, X level. Transmetal.
Metallic machines 3 times as mean. New Transmetal Optimus Primal steels for battle. Changing to rocket-powered hoverboard.
Maximize!
To full-on BattleBot with mace cannon. New Transmetal Megatron with 3 Transmetal modes. From titanium T-Rex to turbine-powered hovercraft. Terrorize! Changing again to beastly robot warrior. Up against one ape that doesn't monkey around. They're strong as steel, they're cool as crow.
Beast Wars, Transmetal.
New figures each sold separately.
Sit back and relax. It's Thundercat time.
I can feel dark powers. The eye of Thundera. It is your destiny that you hold in your hand. Bring it to me! Thunder! Thunder! Thundercat! I will always be with you, Lion-O.
Reactor engaged. Faction locked. All go.
Good evening for all of you there. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for tuning into this stream. Hopefully it won't be too boring for all of you, because the topic today is going to be something that I'd imagine most people aren't aware of, because the guy's channel is like 6,000 in terms of sub, but it doesn't strike me as a person that a lot of people are going to watch, to be 100 with you. And we're going to get into why a bit later. Now, there is something I do want to handle real quick before we get into the video itself. I'm sure you do, Lou. Actually, hold on. Lou, would you like to join me on this? Because if so, I can make some arrangements. Just hit me up in DMs if you want to hop on. Of course. And now you guys get to watch a vampire girl bully me for the entirety of the stream. I hope you're all happy. Just give me a second here. Gotta get a watch together now, because I am old and this is the best way I can do this. I am sorry. Copy. Create room. Okay, I can do that later. That's a terrifying thing. Go away. There we go. Skididdly diddly. Let me go ahead and hop in office. Sorry for the dead air, as the children say. It's a Lulu.
It is. Hello, Lyle Man on time.
Hello, young one. I'm always on time. Hello. I'm never late nor early. I'm exactly when I intend to be. How dare you? All right, so let's put you up. All right, there we go. So we got a Lou on stream. Let me go ahead and... How do I do this? How do I... there we go. I was into the Lou. So real quick before we get started on all this, because I'll give you guys the info dump shortly, there is something I would like you guys to help out with if you can. All right? And you guys tend to be very good about this types of stuff. So there is an individual who is having a lot of PC issues, and it would be Thuman. And Thuman's a very sweet individual, and she is trying her best to get the video about the FCK out, but her computer committed honorable seppuku, and as such, it needs some fixing. So I'm going to put a link to her Ko-fi, because it's only like $60 away from being a complete like thing where she can get the thing all fixed up. So there you go.
Only 60?
Yep, that's all she needs. So I'm going to go ahead and pin that. Pudgy the Bimbo says you're very cute. Or that you look cute, rather.
Thank you.
Don't let her fool you. She's a menace.
Nuh-uh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't you lie to these good people. That's wrong. Alright. So, the background here. This is a creator by the name of Exolin, or Exolin, or however you want to pronounce it. And him and Ace initially got into a spat because Exolin did a video on Birdie, calling Birdie a groomer, without actual evidence. Now, Birdie has certainly had a lot of problems that have come out and been, exposed since then, recent bad behavior. However, Exolin's video was before all of that, and again, had no evidence. And I guess Exolin, were I to venture an educated guess, has been super ultra mega butt mad about that. And this video is very hardcore coping. And I want to be very clear here. We all know I go on about morals. I have very strong senses of them. I'm kind of embarrassed to have to go over this video because it is bad. It is very bad. And Lou, you are getting a lot of love in this chat. Good lord.
Oh no, I haven't been looking. I'm currently focusing on the other problem.
Uh-oh, other problem. What other problem? What did you do? What did you break?
I didn't do anything. I am sending Thuman money. That's it.
Oh, well, that's very kind of you. I'm sure she'll appreciate that. All right, so let me know when you're done with that, and we can get started. I'm going to go ahead and say this at the beginning of the stream because I know somebody's going to randomly come in and ask questions. No, I am not excited about DC's license going to Mattel because Mattel sucks with their DC line. They sucked last time. They'll suck this time. McFarlane may not be the best, but at least their pricing scheme makes sense. So there's my action figure hot take I will eventually be asked. And, yeah, so we're going to see here because I want you all to know, according to this video, because I am in Ace Spaces, and because I talked to him, and I've been on his streams, I am a very, very bad man. Now, he doesn't mention me in this video, which I'm offended by. But I'm a very, very bad man, and therefore all of you are too. You all say slurs, and you're all terrible. So just be aware. Apparently you all do that. So let me know when you're ready to go, Lou.
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Okie dokie. So we will continue now. We're going to go at regular speed, because why not?
Immediately, I hate it.
This is a new spur in the making, alright? What you are witnessing is a new character being added to the RCC as a joke, a spur, and dare I say, a retard. Oh, but dude, it's amazing. It's beautiful.
Now, I must say, I don't use this language. I personally don't care for this language. However, I'm Lyle Convoy. I'm not Ace. So that's a thing I want to be very clear. Video quiet, I was actually worried about it being too loud. Because that thing was loud when we started.
Alright.
Oh, did I unpause it?
Sorry.
No, I did.
Excellent. I guess you do hate autistic people.
Ace Howler and his
Ace
friends,
and his friends
shouldn't be in any commentary space. We shouldn't! Turn off your background. Okay, fine. I'll turn off my background music. Okay, where did I put it?
Good question.
Aha! There we go. There, the background music is now off. Thank you for the information. But yes, not they should alter their behavior. Not I think their behavior's cringe. Just they shouldn't be in any commentary space. So let's look at this.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Heaton's
this
apparently
isn't even like their usual editing style.
I wouldn't know, but apparently Heaton has a date night. So everybody in the chat, make sure to call Heaton gay.
Oh, true.
We love you, Heaton.
Welp everyone, I posted about the video because I wanted to see if these people would do anything funny. They did. Ace posts my post almost immediately as always for anything relating to him, but then we can see Ace's pals faking inward screenshots.
Well, let's see here.
What?
Yes, they're making fun of Ace in this. Look, again, I don't care for the slurs, but like this is a joke towards Ace. And saying, I knew he'd comment. Well, duh, stupid, you're talking about him. I'm already irritated. We're not even 2 minutes into this thing.
Yay. You're so funny and edgy, so full of surprises. Now, throughout this video, I intend to show you how evil these people are.
Evil.
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 I hate this language.
Now, Go ahead, Lou. Go ahead. You're the vampire girl. You know evil. Come on.
No, oh, yeah, that's so true. But I hate when people just use the language of these people are evil or these are bad people when making like silly videos on silly situations that in reality don't even matter. It's so ridiculous to me.
Also, thank you, chat. You have exceeded Thuman's goal. So, congratulations. I will play a funny clip just for all of you. Where's that soundboard? I'll do a couple of them for you, actually. Where is it?
Yay!
Does it not work in here?
I can't.
Aw.
I can't use it.
I can't either.
I was gonna play the. I was gonna use a yippee sound effect, but
Yes.
it won't let me.
It's not working on my end either. That's weird. Well, I guess imagine that happened. I'm so sorry. I do not know why that's not working. Otherwise, I would take everyone to the toilet. But hold on, let me message somebody real quick. Anywho, so in the context of this, you can call certain people evil. You can call their actions evil, obviously. Because I'm a Bible thumper, I believe in moral objectivity. Most people don't, whether they realize it or not. I will call a child predator evil. I will call a ruthless murderer evil. I'll call a lot of people evil. Just saying slurs does not inherently make someone evil. Just having an edgy sense of humor does not inherently make someone evil. It can make them cringe. It can make them embarrassing. It can make them tired and insufferable, but not inherently evil. We're continuing.
Here's the creators on screen. All of these people.
Okay, so we have... Go ahead. Go ahead,
I remember seeing this clip specifically of the YouTubers he pulls up, and I was just like, okay.
Yeah, like, we have Glass Raven.
If anybody here is quote unquote evil, it's Vlad, and that's because Vlad.
Vlad's and my dynamic is essentially Vlad says something. We're having a normal conversation. Vlad says something like extremely outrageous. I tell him I hate him, and we move on. Glass Raven, a trans woman. Clearly now we can label Excellent as a transphobe, and I'm joking. All right, I'm making a point about that. Same with Goat Cato. We all know Goat Cato is an absolute menace. I hear they have warrants in 5 states and 20 nations. And they hurt feelings of weirdos like Imrao who keep trying to get with them, and they make fun of them. Ace-Base, we all know he's a terrorist. Givenent, who for the longest time I thought was Hispanic because of his aura, but I guess not. Spinling, I wouldn't call Spinling evil. Confusing. Confusing, if anything. I do not understand Spindling. I really don't. Vlad is... He's Vlad. Oddly enough, the funny thing about Vlad is he actually does have some very strong moral convictions. He just really hates when he has to bring it up because he hates talking about morals. It's the funniest thing in the world. And Samuel, who I know literally nothing about. So, I'm offended, Excellent, that I'm not in here. You have space for 2 more people here, and I wasn't included. How dare you? How dare you not include me, or Amos, or I don't know who else. Who else is Ace stream with? Beckett. You could have put Beckett here, all right? But no, you just couldn't. All right.
People stick by Ace and say the same stuff. They are all involved in.
Yes, all these people say the exact same things. Go ahead.
Vlad says probably the most outrageous things. Like, what are you talking about? Like, girl, no.
Yes.
Ace is out of pocket, but Vlad is just Vlad, as the chat is now elaborating. Vlad is just Vlad.
Happy birthday, Scarlet Gaming Studio. I hope you had a good birthday. But yes, they all apparently say the exact same things. I don't think I've ever seen Raven say a slur, like, at all. Goat Cato? Oh, Goat Cato will. But they stop at certain places. Spindling? Yes. But no, that's already wrong for the jump.
This. They are all a part of this. And with that, I'm going to end this section by showing you Sam saying...
Ace, invite the freak on stream. Which one? Watch party for the end of Ace's art commentary channel, because Excellent is gonna... Okay, not my humor. Not what I would say.
Yuck.
I would disavow this, but at the same time, it's not inherently evidence of evil. So let's see what he has to say about it.
Even with Ace, we're playing with a fire emoji. Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we're taking a look into
this is the content I'm used
Ace
to.
Howler. They are someone who is...
You know, I'm just gonna be that guy, alright? If you do a green screen of being outside, just go outside! Just go outside!
No, Lio, this is a Gmod background.
That does not make
Gary's
it
my
better.
background.
That doesn't make it better. He should doubly go outside. He should literally dig a hole and roll in it, like a dog trying to get the soap smell out of them. He needs to be consistently touching grass. I hate it here already.
Had drama with me for quite a bit now, and it is annoying. Because
You don't know what drama with quite a bit is. I've had drama with people going on for years. Get on my level.
this person means nothing to me in this space, and all of their little friends mean...
It means nothing to this guy, which is why he does a 22-minute video on them. Look, I get what he's trying to say, is that I do not care for these individuals. I disagree with them. I find them beneath me. But use more descriptive language, because otherwise it just makes you look real doggone stupid.
Silly goober.
mean nothing too. Today I'm going to show you basically how all of these people are just racist, ableist, weirdos.
All of them. Every single one of them is a racist. Raven, you're on notice. You're a racist.
And how they are just scummy and have no morals of their own.
No morals. Now, here's the thing. Vlad hates talking about morals. It'd be actually stupid to say he has none. I have yet to meet a human being alive today that actually has literally no morals. Everybody has some. They may not be the best. They may not be absolute things I obviously agree with. They may be diabolical and vile, but they're still morals. A moral is essentially a value you have about a consistent line you will or will not cross. So he's wrong again from the jump. I hate it here.
Even seen defending predators. Today.
Citation needed. Evidence required.
This is actually something that made me actually a little bit genuinely upset. Goat Cato, since they were like, I don't agree with this, but since they were like a child, have been on the bat calling out predators in their community. What are you talking about? Are you delusional? Respectfully.
That's a problem in and of itself that Goat had to do that as a kid instead of the actual adults, but that's another matter. Lio, what is going on? I have a bunch of notifications from your fans. I'm shook and crying right now. What the heck? My fans do what they do. They're very kind, and I'm glad they were able to help you. Now get your computer fixed!
Get it fixed!
But yes, thank you for popping in, Thuman. I hope things go well for you. But let's continue.
Today I intend on showing you how this community does not need to keep growing. I'm going to rip away all their credibility so that you see no reason to watch any of their videos anymore. These people are children and are nothing like us actual creatures.
Okay, so admittedly, he says, I am purposefully trying to sully their names to make sure nobody watches them, effectively saying I'm trying to get them taken down. Which is not why you should make this content unless they're a predator.
Yeah, and on top of that, like, what does he think he can actually do? He can't literally take away Ace's channel. Because here's the thing that really sucks. When it comes to things like this that aren't as heavy as something as horrible as predation, the person can literally look at this and say, I don't care, and just keep doing content. And that's the problem with this type of stuff, is that if the person you're going at doesn't care about what you're quote-unquote exposing them for, their audience isn't going to either. It's why if anybody ever makes a video on, like, Turkey Tom and taking him to task for the slurs and the transphobia, no one in the community is going to care. They're not going to upsum from him, and he's not going to change his behavior because it's not something he has value for. So it's a dumb way to attack somebody. If you attack them for a value they claim to hold, but they actually don't, like Peaches does, then yes, that'd be a valid attack, but not this. This is dumb. This is dumb and I hate it.
Creators. They're being fucked.
They're nothing like us actual creators. Brother, what is actual creators? You're welcome, Thuman.
That's
it's
a
okay.
great question.
It's okay, Thuman. We've got you. So, yes, what is that? Am I an actual creator? I don't think so. I'm going to do a bunch of YouTube
No, you're a toy
shorts.
reviewer. You're not a content creator. You're a toy reviewer.
Hey, a toy reviewer can be a content creator. I mean, Jobby somehow pulls it off. I'm still not sure how he does that. But let's continue.
Fucking horrifically shit people, and I
Hold
don't
on,
like them.
Thuman, don't overexert yourself.
Yes,
do that.
Don't.
That's a bad idea.
Don't exert yourself. But they're horrific creators. Horrific. What is this guy's, like, benchmark for horridness? Because he called them children, but this is like something a middle schooler with a very, like, minimal understanding of how the world works would get actually this twisted in the wind about. Now, to people, I now believe in people or other people saying, isn't this guy the guy that did XYZ thing? I don't know. I don't know this guy's lore. This is literally the only exposure I have to him other than a little bit of that stream where Ace took him to task. Because Ace came to me asking me, do you think XYZ about the statement this guy made? I'm like, no, if he had no evidence that he's dumb for saying it. That's it. But, like, I'm completely looking at this guy from this one video I have, and so far I am unimpressed. Continuing.
I don't like how they can just sit here and continue to profit off of these situations when I can show how much they don't care. You can skip around to any point.
Ironically enough, he is one of the many people who made a video about the bad parenting developer being a predator.
I don't know.
And you're judging these people for making profit off of situations like Jar? Okay, sure. We'll go with it. Why not? We'll go with it.
Also, who are these creators he's talking about that actually care? I mean, I do, and I suffer for it. But, like, do you think he gets mad at the news and reporters? Because they actually, like, by nature, just cannot care about everything they talk about. They would lose it. So again, like, where's his where's his benchmark?
Exclusively liberal news reporters. That's his benchmark, I bet.
I crave destruction.
Portion you want to, but first I think I'm gonna respond to Ace's stream about me. So yeah, let's just dive into that, shall we?
Sure.
Ace, after seeing this stream on me, I finally realized I was talking about you a bit too seriously. Throughout
I need a moment. This entire video is talking about him seriously. Make up your mind.
This is so ridiculous. This is so stupid.
Oh my goodness, he's like a little kid that you're trying to take on a trip and he can't decide what toy he wants to bring with him. Ah!
Exactly.
I'm not even mad. I'm just befuddled. I'm gonna hurt myself in confusion. And we're not even 3 minutes in.
I just took psychic damage.
Continuing.
Help me.
Throughout this stream, Ace attacks me for many things.
Attacks. He got assaulted, guys. He got beat up in the alley by Ace, Howler, and all of his friends. Clearly, he got jumped. The squad got him.
First thing they attacked me for is my Exolan situation is crazy video, where I was conversating with someone, straight up just conversating, and I'm not gonna have this little childish back and forth. They go on throughout.
And yet you did.
You're engaging in it, though.
And yet you did.
The entire stream blowing my video out of proportion after all my issues are fixed. Which, yeah, there were 2 issues that even Ace and Sam barely even brought up. It was the fact I included the name of the creator and I removed it. I also edited out the little intro section where it was talking about grooming. But they don't even talk about how I fixed the only issue because they're trying to blow it out of proportion.
I mean, it's possible they went after the wrong thing here, because I have seen plenty of people in commentary, especially when they're starting out really and getting a lot of attention, that they focus on the wrong thing. But that's just part of the growing pains. That's just the truth of the matter. It doesn't matter how old you are. If you want to talk about people who are focusing on the wrong thing, buddy, I could write you an epistle about it. I could come out like literally the Apostle Paul and write a dissertation. Do not.
Which is so sad because that's literally what they're trying to say I'm doing. They didn't care to even pay attention to the video that they are watching. I can prove that with this clip.
Let's find out.
Away from this conversation and show to everyone as well. Before we actually dive in, I'm not mad or anything about this. But yeah, don't harass this person or anything. I don't stand by that. I'm just kind of like talking about something. Kind of using this as an excuse as well to bring up something else. So yeah, that's basically what this video is going to be. So let's just dive in, shall we? I explained everything right there in my intro, Ace. They did not criticize me. They only insulted me and even the guy who made the video.
Well, I mean, it depends on whether or not Ace came at it saying, I'm going to criticize this video, or if he started a stream saying, I'm going to make fun of this video. It seems almost like, not almost, he's trying to put Ace into a specific box that he himself has constructed without realizing what Ace's intent is in these things. And I think that's not only foolish, I wouldn't say fair, because fairness is a philosophical tooth fairy, but it's just not how you would address these things. And no, guys, I don't hate Pokemon. I just never played it. I'm not really fond of it in terms of like childhood. The one thing I like from Pokemon is Jessie from Team Rocket, and I will not expound on that.
he consult with someone? Do you think about his political ideology? No. You rather think of the art he created. Do you think that in the next century someone
I love how he
remember all
crashed
the
over,
hell
not only
bubbles?
like a 3-minute video, but somebody who legally can't come to America. Like,
People find it out by looking into things, which this guy claims they don't do. So yeah, that's funny.
it's actually mental. It's fucking stupid.
That was
it's like,
important.
Yeah, it had to have been public somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know when this rule was introduced, but Sam, you're from the UK, so, like, come on, you're just a dumb racist, dude.
Evidence?
Hold on. Is the claim that he's in the is that he's from the UK, therein he's racist, or what's his point?
I don't know. Maybe he's trying to claim that because somebody can't come to a certain country, they're being racist towards that person, when that may not have anything to do with race. And even saying that person can't come to the country may not inherently mean that this person agrees with that or is racist. Like, I could say, in the history of America, black people weren't allowed to vote because they were only considered a certain percentage of human. And I'm not saying I agree with that. I'm doing what is called a descriptor. I'm describing something. And this guy just says he's a racist. Any evidence? No. And the funny thing about a racist, it's not hard to find evidence that they are one. Isn't that right, Jar? Moving on.
Ace and Sam show heavy amounts of ableism and racism themselves, even showing messages of me and Ace where I revealed I was autistic to him, yet he only bullied me further. They would also...
I am...
No screenshots, mind you.
Not only no screenshots, but, if I had to put money on Ace being on the spectrum, I would. Look, my server is 100% powered by autism, positive, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure Ace is as well, just in different ways.
Include my appendix surgery and try and villainize me with it, saying something stupid like, oh, you should have been known, you would be laughed at, like...
How do you villainize somebody for a surgery?
How do you villainize somebody for being autism?
I mean, you can do that. That's a lot easier. But, like, you had a surgery, you're bad. Like, what? I mean, was Exelin, like, trying to create a death beam by grafting it into his skin? Because the answer is no. I don't see how that's even a thing. But possibly, maybe Exelin was trying to use that as, like, a shield for some of his dumb, and they made fun of him for doing that because he made it public and said that was dumb. I don't know. Because he's not telling me what the actual context is. I hit it here.
I am so unbelievably confused by this video. It, like, for one, I have not seen anything else regarding this situation. Like, I saw a few of his videos, and I was like, that's pretty cool. And I liked his cat. His cat was cute. So I liked the channel because he'd show off his cat. But yes. I'm just, my brain.
The funny thing,
melting.
The funny thing is, he shows screen caps later on about some bad behavior, and I know the context for just about every single bit of it. I'm about to embarrass this poor man.
What the hell?
Oh no.
Let's see what they're saying.
And they responded like, "Oh well, I've had surgery, I've had this or whatever. I can't." And I find it funny, right? Because regardless if they've actually had surgery or not, right? I have no idea if they've genuinely had surgery. I'm not going to question their medical things. I think it's funny to imagine that they didn't, and then that's what they came up with to try and get out of just a simple conversation about their dream coverage. But like, I think it's just a bizarre response to like someone saying, "Oh well, can you do you want to come on stream?" Could have just said no, like dealing with something personal or whatever. Why are you telling random Twitter users who've already made you, in your words, in the same fucking thing, have a panic attack on stream? Why are you telling them that you've had surgery and that's why you can't do a dream thing?
I want to read this.
Even though
I want to read this now.
Go back and pause it.
Okay, there we go. I gotta get close. Tiny screen.
Do you want me to read it out for you
excellent.
instead?
Nah, I got you.
Okay.
Yo, excellent. Had some thoughts about your dream video and was hoping we could have a discussion about it on stream. Question mark. Oh, sorry, I wasn't on Twitter all day. Nice job. I don't believe I have time, especially with my recent surgery. I'm sorry, but I can't. I don't want another panic attack like last time, especially after my surgery. Sorry, pal. I'll make a group chat for just a one-on-one. That'd just be DMs. And I would be a moderator. Would not be the same as last time. Sorry again, I can't. I have priorities. I respect you want to talk, but I simply can't control how I can't at this.
Well, here's the thing. It's exactly what I suspected. They assumed that it was an excuse. And the guy's like kind of oversharing to continue to push it instead of just saying no. They're not demonizing him or vilifying him for the surgery. They're saying it's just a random weird thing to tell somebody. And then going into further detail, don't tell on yourself like this. Not everybody online's your friend. And more importantly, not everybody online like wants to know these things. Like, for example, I've had people that I'll get in call with, and the first thing they tell me is about being assaulted sexually. And while I appreciate that people think I'm safe enough to have those conversations with, that is not the first thing I need to know about you, my dude. I have literally had those Peter Griffin, who the F starts a conversation like that? I just sat down. I've had those moments. All right, let's keep going.
Attack on stream. Why are you telling them that you've had surgery and that's why you can't do a dream thing? Because that's just something people are going to mock.
Even though I was just giving a reason why I wasn't showing up like a normal person.
Well, a normal person could also just say, I don't want to kick rocks. I've done that so many times this past year.
True. I kind of, like, on this aspect, I'm a little conflicted, right? Because, like, sometimes, yeah, people, like, give explanations as to, like, why they don't want to come on, even if it's a bit, like, personal. I don't know if they had to air it, especially since it looks like it was in DMs, but I get both of the sides. I am heavily leaning on the side of Ace because this is ridiculous.
Yeah, this is
like,
very ridiculous.
There's a difference between, like, there would be a difference between you telling a friend, hey, I can't hop and call, or I can't talk right now, I'm focusing on recovering from surgery, and telling a complete stranger. Because that stranger is just could just use that as, like, a way to demonize you. And the fact that you're, like, going out of your way to, like, be like, why is this so weird? Like, why is Ace, like, thinking about this so weirdly? It's because he doesn't know you, and he didn't need to know that.
Yeah, and it was Samuel.
Like, just say no. No is a great tool.
Yep, and it was Samuel that was criticizing it, but somehow he's a racist, question mark? Let's get through this.
Well, these people don't even turn up to their own podcasts, so they must...
How do you not turn up to your own podcast? Then it's not a podcast, you're just putting it out. This is Abstract, the hosts are Amos, Howler, and me. First episode, is that not... But that means they showed up! That means they showed up! What is this point?
Know a lot about making up excuses. They act like the appendix surgery wasn't in my post when Ace was messaging me. Like if Ace would have gone over there at the time.
So this was public.
Yeah.
Before then.
Apparently.
Oh, so okay. Well, then, like, your point is even more moot. Like, it's not like they were airing it out or anything like that. You had it public already.
Counterpoint, nuh-uh.
Like, sure, like... shut up, Lyle. Shut up, Lyle. You're cringe and you're old.
I mean, both things are true. Let's get through them. My soul's hurting. I already had to sit through a super cringe, like, hour-long video today that... took an hour to say nothing. I need to get through this.
Time of my surgery and scrolled one moment, bro would have found it.
Brother, if I'm ever in the hospital and I take a picture of myself and post it on social media, assume that I've been taken over. Like, if I die and I still have this channel, ain't none of you finding out. None of you. Ain't none of you finding out.
Also, on top of that, this is just an appendix thing, right? Like, this was, like, it's not like a heavily intensive surgery. Or anything like that. Like,
it could
sure,
be,
you may need to lay down for a few days. Like,
well, it could be intensive, depending on how bad it is. Because maybe his appendix was going to rupture, in which case that's pretty hardcore. But, like, it's not something that people need to inherently know. And here's the thing. Like, Gallagher said this a while ago. It's not something I do. but at the same time, you can't really argue against it. If you don't want to be made fun of for it, don't put it out there. Because people aren't obligated to be nice to you. It'd be great if they were, but it's the internet, unfortunately. People can be cruel. Like, doing this and being shocked Pikachu face just tells me this guy hasn't been in heavy online spaces before. That's just part of it. It's just kind of goofy. You know what, Dreamer? I'll tell you what. Since you're in here, and that's the guy whose video I went through for an hour, if you want to come on after we're done with this and have a chat, you're welcome to. You have ways to get into my server. And yes, I have Zombie. I'm unimpressed. Go ahead, Lou.
I want to make note real quick. This was really sweet. This is just something sweet that just happened like T-minus 10 seconds ago.
Oh.
My brother heard me tell you to shut up and came in and was like, "That wasn't nice. Why did you say that? That wasn't nice."
That's funny.
I love him.
That's fine. That's great. All right, let's continue.
Like, it's one moment of research. It's insane because they show how much they don't care all in one stream. We can even see someone leaving the call as Ace begins to speak more, even though they were in the call the whole time and didn't say anything and didn't even stay to argue for me.
But I'm not gonna lie,
Well, okay, for one, nobody in this situation when they're on the opposing side is obligated to argue in your favor. Two, hold on, I need to go back.
Well,
he said something.
Hold on real quick. Heaton says, I don't know, I have feelings about the notion that you should go into situations expecting to be mocked. This is why, if you're going to go on somebody's stream, and it's a lesson I've had to learn too, and Creepy had to learn the hard way, find out what type of people they are first. Because if they're the type of people who do make shots that you're not going to care for, don't engage them. Now, is it a decent thing to just go on there and make fun of somebody needlessly? No. But at the same time, unfortunately, it's something I expect because the internet's cruel. Go ahead.
And he said something.
Moment, bro would have found it. Like, it's one moment of research. It's insane because they show how much they don't care all in one stream.
Nobody is also obligated to care. That you're okay. When you have a beef with somebody, it entirely depends, like Laya said, on the person to be able to tell if they're actually going to care about like about your struggles or what you're dealing with. It's entirely just like putting yourself in a more vulnerable situation, and I don't think that's necessarily healthy for you. Nor do I think you should expect to be like taken seriously when you're sharing something like a little bit more personal, I guess. Mm-hmm. With people who you don't know. That's just gonna set yourself up to like be disappointed every time you talk to somebody and you don't know who they are.
True. Also, real quick, Patu, I looked away for a bit. Vlad actually made a realization that's kind of stuck with me. He has the same cadence as Brian Mullen.
Oh,
and Doki, I've been clear about this, and I think you need to learn how to read. I never said I was going to stop. I said I'd take a break, and I did. So you'll be okay, Chief. You'll be okay, little bro. Moving on.
We can even see someone leaving the call as Ace begins to speak more, even though they were in the call the whole time and didn't say anything and didn't even stay to argue for me.
But I'm not gonna lie, sure. Do I think that some of the people I cover actually suck? Yeah.
Context,
but
Ace is stuck between morals.
He thinks about this in his real life.
Okay.
It affects his real life. The way how he described Birdie in that stream, it feels like he genuinely thinks about the Birdie drama in his real life and clenches his fist and gets angry about it, being like, I can't keep letting them get away with this. So I'm gonna head out.
Okay, let's go ahead and address that. Groomers shouldn't be counted amongst us creators. True, but at the same time, Excellent, you made the claim before you had the evidence. You cannot retroactively look back at Ace getting onto you for that video and claim that Ace is therefore a groomer defender retroactively as though he magically had the knowledge that you refused to provide.
See you later, Ace. See you, Sam. See you, little bro. Bye-bye. Yeah, the water was getting too heated.
This is what they do when they say something.
You know where the door is, Doki Death. Don't let it hit you on the way out.
Something crazy and problematic. They just ignore
I also want to
to
point out that he didn't show anybody leaving in that call.
Snakes.
No.
They also show how they don't care about being called slop and describe channels owned by them as slop. These people don't...
Wait. What?
They call themselves slopping. They don't care about being called slop. I don't care about being called old because I'm old! Shocker! You're welcome to, man.
I don't care about people pointing out that my legs are garbage because my legs are garbage. Like,
I mean, that would depend on who you ask, and we both know that.
oh, true.
All right, let's continue.
Don't care about the victims of the situations, and this confirms this. They just want money and fame. Literally, they call...
Brother, did you actually care about Jar's behavior? Because I don't think you did. I think most people just look at Jar as a way to make fun of somebody. I'm actually bothered by his behavior. I'm, like, angry at his behavior. I don't find him amusing in that sense. I find some of the things he says amusing and troublesome. I'll never get over your Jar's dad accusations as long as I live. But, like, you're inconsistent yourself, my dude.
All their self-slop. They even get mad when a low subscriber count channel is brought into the conversation. I was just having a conversation, and these people can't even understand that. And it...
You're bigger than both of Ace Space's channels combined, though.
True. Also, like, B, thank you for $2. I have a dead hand. It's okay, B. We know. And I tried to play your sound clip earlier, but it wouldn't play. Go ahead, Lou.
It's okay that you had a stroke, B. It's okay. Pats on shoulder. Let's get you to bed, Grandpa.
Oh my goodness. Weebus said that if B had a rapper name, it'd be a little strokey. Poor B.
Yeah!
B's a friend, by the way. This is how we joke. Please don't get mad. All right, let's continue.
Personally, if I was a rapper, I'd be called One-Legged Wonder.
Oh my goodness. No, moving on.
Hilarious. It's also so funny to hear so much projection because of their moral struggles. They want to say I did bad stuff, but also they backpedal and say slop is actually good and it's a nothing critique.
So at the end of the day, I still think he just covers things for views. But I mean, like, that feels like, to me, right? If you cover something for views, that kind of feels like a nothing criticism. Because it's like, anytime anyone covers anything on YouTube, it's going to be for views. Because that's definitely going to be part of the incentive, if not the main incentive for some people.
Okay.
Not at any point did
He's
they
not
say...
saying that slop is good.
Yeah, he's saying that when people make things, they want it to be seen, which isn't inherently wrong. It depends on the reason why. Like, I put my stuff out here because if it's something involving a actual terrible person, I want people to be aware of it. Everything else is just, hey, I have thoughts about X thing. Have my thoughts. Wait, why did that make you mad? Stop getting mad at me for being right about action figures. But that's just how it happens. That's the point. Also, more of you need to watch Heaton's content, or I will fight you. Moving on.
Okay, stop talking about it then. You are the people making stuff up, and you just continue to do it throughout the entirety of this stream.
You are literally making things up in this entire video!
It's insane. They literally swap sides every second, and it's incredibly inconsistent.
Swapping sides is still better than swapping spit in some cases.
Okay.
The old man in me came out.
I want to point out there is a difference between like content slop, which is making content for views and money for selfish reasons, and making content for people to view because you want people to hear your opinions, which is what Ace is arguing for. You're under the impression that Ace is arguing for content that is actually just garbage, like content farms. There's a difference between content farms and making actual content.
True. Also,
you just think he's arguing for the wrong thing.
Agape Forgotten says you could go with hip hop queen.
Oh my god, you're so right. Hold on. I'm stealing that. I am stealing that right now.
And yes, Heaton, you heard me.
I'm stealing that.
I will bully you. Not only do people need to watch your content, we need to get to those doggone comics so I can put you on my channel. I will bully you. I will bully you until we get this done. Alright, continuing.
Literally, Ace even says a slur, and then in the next sentence goes, oh, I don't know what this guy could be talking about when he's referring to ableism. Oh my god.
I don't care about watching drama. I can't wait. Yep. God, this guy's so fucking sparky.
Okay, yeah. It's a derogatory term. It's a slur. I disagree with the use of it, but let's continue to hear what he's saying.
Right here, you say you don't watch the video. Ace's right-hand man to the...
He never said he doesn't understand the ableism. Where was that part?
The stream about me. He's just never stopped from saying stupid things. Showing that Ace stands by this person because he's platforming it all in his shitty little show. He cannot act like that does not reflect back onto him. Like,
I don't know how you get to this point where you're 19 and you're retarded.
He believes what Sam is saying by just sitting there and doing nothing. They are all snakes, so they'll all...
Okay, hold on. First of all, I agree that if Ace's values are not upheld on his own channel, that is a problem. It's why if I have people on my channel, there are things they are not going to be allowed to say here. They know that. They have to conduct themselves in certain ways. What they do in their private time or in other spaces, I can't and won't try to control. I'm not Peaches. So, yeah, but at the same time... no kidding. But at the same time, like, treating him like he's Cobra Commander and Samuel is Destro is just... You can make critique. You can say, hey, you should be consistent in this. I see problems here. We should talk about the effects that it has when you're talking about these situations. I could do this video. I could 100% do this video, and it'd be better than whatever Excellence trying here for two reasons. Number one, I'll be consistent in what I'm critiquing, and two, it's not going to come from an area of butthurt, which is what this is coming from.
You're not going to give me psychic damage.
I'll try. I'll find ways.
No!
All probably just turn on each other after this video anyway. Ace even brings up an opinion I had about another situation, and it's just an annoying point.
I think it's really dumb. You just only defend someone because they're a friend of yours. You just ignore it. Stupid.
He just read my bit post explaining everything, and that's the thing. What? Yes, go ahead, Lou. You're interacting something in chat.
But Sue said, wait a minute, Lou, are you just like more attractive Matt Pitt?
Okay, Lou is actually super cute, but I don't know anything about Matt Pitt. I know nothing about Matt Pitt.
I don't know who that is. Oh, thank you for the compliment. Thank you, Lio.
Yes, you're adorable. Would give head pats and tell to go play video games and stay out of my stuff.
Go play outside. Don't come home before dinner.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna come home and you're gonna be like on the floor with my Ninja Turtle bin just completely emptied out and basking in it. I know what I'm getting into here. Oh, that Matt Pitt.
Story with the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, that Matt Pitt. Well, he'll always have a leg up on all of us.
Yeah, they are ironically sweet.
If you're that biased, and you know that, okay, maybe I'm not the best person to give a take on this, right? I'm going to give a take on this. If I'm so biased, I can't see what's staring in front of me. It's not like a situation where, oh yeah, he can come out and defend or whatever. He's being completely biased. He's completely biased. He's stupid. If you're that close with somebody, and you want to cover the situation, even in the community tab, you need to weigh up if you could give critiques on both sides. Give a fair shake on the situation, which to me it seems like he can't. Yeah. He can't weigh up. And then if he can...
If you say that's what you're doing, dude, provide the clip where you're doing that. This is... How did you put this much work into a video and not make it as simple as possible? This is embarrassing. I almost want to stop because I'm embarrassed for this guy. And that says a lot because I've gotten through some cringe on this channel. I've gone through Brian Mullen stuff and haven't stopped. Well, except for the last time because like that I was actually disturbing. We're not, and we're an hour in.
We're not even halfway through this video.
It's like I just wouldn't put myself in that situation if I knew I was like that.
Videos take a while to make. I'm not slop like you. No, you're slop like you. I want to slop like you.
Exactly. Like it's just...
I believed it was suspicious to silence a creator after allegations were made against them. Everyone should be able to get a response. That was all that I was saying.
And yet, at the very beginning of this video, you explicitly said that you want to make this video in order to get like these content creators off of their platforms. Ah! I want to go home.
You are home.
I want to go home again. That's
Fair.
what I want.
These people were just wanting to ignore new information as they always are trying to, and they were trying to say I defended the person as some aha. No, I didn't support their past. If you were paying attention, you would understand that. It's just insanely childish. Their video can help us understand the two sides, and these guys just don't want to listen for zero reason. You can be cautious, but every situation is different, and this one was being handled so childishly. And
what situation are they talking about?
He doesn't state. Maybe the stream with him. Maybe his video on Birdie. Maybe the moon landing. I don't know. I don't know.
It was all fake. It was fake. It was planned. I have totally real evidence for it. Trust me.
Okay, well,
viewer was telling me about the situation.
The truth of the matter is, Kubrick filmed the moon landing, but he's very anal, and he had to do it on location.
So I thought I would say something about it, so I did. That's why I revealed my take. I know, they are insane. They are simply mad at patience. They are way too impulsive and reckless to even see a point to waiting on new information.
There are so many ways you could have said that better. I can't even say that Ace isn't patient, because he actually kind of is. Like, the fact that he's been sitting through all those Himpleton jar calls proves the boy's patient. I don't know what he's talking about.
Fucking absurd. These people, based off this one stream, should not be allowed on the platform, and every...
By whose standards? Are they breaking TOS? Is it by your standards, Excellent? Because I can promise you, if I take your standards and apply it to your own videos, you also wouldn't want to be on the platform, because you're inconsistent as well. It's...
Literally just proved my point. T-minus 30 seconds after I said it.
Single fucking stream is like this. I would never recommend watching any of this person's content because it's nothing. It's like all these streams are always nothing, and they're always like this too. They're always bad. They also bring...
I don't know. I think some of Ace's streams can be amusing, can be entertaining. He's still got a lot of growing to do. He did some real goof-ups earlier this year. I'm not going to sit here and dog on him for it here. But, you know, he takes the criticism pretty well. At least when it comes to me. I haven't talked to many other people who've given him that. But I know he gets bullied constantly in a server, so I can empathize with that.
Bring up my opinion on the Birdie situation and how they aren't a groomer. These people, by the way, clearly didn't see my new video and do not care about the situation to educate themselves.
Actually, no. They do care about the situation, but they consumed the information from other people who were more competent, more in-depth. And I hate to tell you this, because here's the thing. Like, I've regularly talked about how communities need to talk about the predators in their midst. I have. The Birdie thing is so deep and dark and horrible that it's very hard to get through without actually being disgusted. I'll go ahead and give you an example. So, I don't know if he's still on the stream, but Chris the Narc was here earlier. Now, Chris never really comes at anything, like, super seriously. He's not the accountability guy. He's not the let's lift up victims guy. He's the I'm going to point and laugh at this person for being a weirdo or whatever guy. Chris shut down one of his streams looking into Birdie stuff because he couldn't handle it. And I'm not saying that he's weak to do so. I'm saying that's how bad this entire situation is and how ugly and vile it got. Blaming them for not wanting to look specifically at your video when they got the information, number one, elsewhere, and number two, maybe they don't want to touch it going forward because it's just radioactive, is not something you should blame them for. And more importantly, if you don't think they care, why would you want them to watch that? Why would you want them to engage it? This guy couldn't let them win either way. It's horribly inconsistent.
They try to act as important as other victims by saying I shouldn't cover a situation because Ace covered it. But you introduced me...
Who said that?
That's stupid. I will admit that.
Well,
if that actually happened, that's stupid.
Yes, but what has he proven? Nothing so far.
To the idea of that video, so I included you. I was just spreading the word of something that happened to someone. It's not your situation that you own. You do not own this. They think they can own these situations because they can switch the narrative so easily. They use anger and spite to fuel their audiences, and it's a subset of the commentary community that shouldn't exist.
Are
these people?
You literally, I have seen your Birdie video. I have seen your like video on the oh god, and now I'm blanking on the game. Bad Parenting creator. You incite anger in everybody else by stating flatly like how disgusting this is and getting pissed off. Rightfully so, mind you, because those situations are absolute garbage. And then you criticize other people for getting pissed off and showing people how vile it is. You're not consistent. It's okay to, like, get pissed at situations and to, like, be like, this shouldn't be allowed there, and telling your audience, this is why I'm getting pissed off, and if this pisses you off too, you're in the right. Like,
yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Okay, so let's go ahead and continue.
People actively do not care and show it actively throughout the live stream. Even agreeing with a pedophile named Ria Garris, they make lolly porn straight up. They are a pedophile straight the fuck up.
Do you have... I haven't seen this video, but can you provide a clip? Can you show me them defending this individual? Because if this is the thumbnail, I don't think they defended them.
So I could be wrong, but I don't want to go and watch the video at this moment.
Obviously.
But from what this looks like, it looks like they're being called a predator because they draw Cookie Run characters, possibly in suggestive situations, when there are plenty of adults in the Cookie Run games. Like, if they were making, like, not safe for work content of, I don't know, pumpkin spice, I think it's pumpkin spice cookie, yeah, that'd be bad because she is a child. But if it's, like, pure vanilla or, like, some other cookie, like, that is an adult, that wouldn't make them a child lover. Or, like, a lolicon.
Everything you just said made me angry because I don't Cookie Run? Cookie character ages?
Yes.
The what?
Correct.
You know, this reminds me, I saw a tweet a while ago. Of somebody trying to mock the original Tomb Raider game designs. Like, I can't believe people found this hot. And somebody clapped back with, I will not be lectured about what I found attractive from a generation that thought a robot chicken was hot.
Ew, why robot chicken?
Well, it's Chica that they're talking about from Five Nights at Freddy's.
Well. Either way, that's still cringe.
It's like, I will not be and just like this, I will not be talked down to by a generation that sexualizes cookies. And no!
You can see why I've been cautious of Ace. The stream is all Ace and his pal misinterpreting shit the entire time, fueled by rage and not actually using any reason.
You know, I can say a lot of things about Ace, but I can't say I think he's fueled by rage. I mean, maybe me to a point, but not... I don't actually think of a time Ace has actually gotten angry, now that I actually think about it. I don't know what this guy's on about.
He got mad at Himpleton for hiding that one jar call, but that's it.
Yeah, but was it actual anger, or was it how dare you gatekeep the content anger?
Yeah, it was how dare you gatekeep this content. That is the most angry quote-unquote I've seen Ace.
Yeah. I don't know if I brought up everything in the stream, but I also want to include how Ace was using the little Birdie clip again. Birdie is a groomer. The first time I met you, I had a freak out and I didn't want to argue and only agreed with you. I stand by absolutely nothing I said because I was unprepared and even said that.
Yes, no. But, like, okay, one thing I was kind of curious about, because you said you were going to come on here prepared. Usually, like, when people prepare for things, they have rebuttals and things to, you know, go against. I'm kind of curious.
Oh, I meant, like...
Preparing.
I meant, like, turning on my computer, and that was all.
Okay. Dude.
Like,
this is all.
This
cope.
is a moot point.
This is all cope. Because look, here's the thing: you say I didn't take these people seriously, but your initial video didn't have the evidence for the claims solidly. And on top of that, if you're going to go defend your work, be prepared. You have to be prepared for that. Now, people can come at you sideways. People can come at you about things you weren't expecting to be discussed. In which case, yeah, that's not your fault. But these people weren't even like super ultra mega cruel to you that I can recall. Maybe they were. Maybe I'm just not remembering correctly, in which case I am sorry. But at the same time, like, dude, just admit that you screwed up.
I'd even argue that this is a kind of moot point. Like, this doesn't add anything to the conversation, like, at all. Like, this is entirely just a pointless thing to try to make Ace and, like, the other members on his channel look worse or look bad because you have nothing else to argue, and that's cringe.
TLDR for you, Thuman, apparently when Ace brought this guy on, because Excellent did a video on Birdie, calling Birdie a groomer well before all the information came out and didn't provide real evidence for the claim. Ace got onto him saying how irresponsible that is, and this guy has been butt mad about that ever since. And again, I've dealt with a similar situation several times. There's been plenty of people in the old days of Senate, or even like more recently, where I'll get in call with them and the argument will go badly for them. And instead of just saying, you know what, I'm an adult, I screwed up, I'm either not going to engage this man anymore and learn from it, or I'm going to learn from it and just move on myself. No, it's always, I need my get backs. I was in a call with a guy the other day who had done some really screwed up stuff. Nothing predatory, to be clear, but he went to Vlad's server of all places, which it's worse than Senate was, I'll be honest with you. Those people they can be awful sometimes, and Patu's in the chat, he knows that. And everybody just paused and I said, why do you people keep coming back? I need to know. What is it with you people where you just come back? Why can't you just accept you screwed up? You're not a victim in this. You weren't victimized. You got called out for doing something screwed up. Just own it and move on. And nobody I've ever asked that for could actually answer that. And I'm very frustrated by it. But it seems to be the thing.
No. You were unprofessional too, Ace. People joining, asking if I'm special.
Hey, Fabio, do you have any questions?
This is why people should come onto my streams, because I won't do that to people. And I don't mean that... I mean, haha, for the people should come onto my stream, but I'm serious. I wouldn't do that to people. Not at this point. Maybe like 5 years ago, but not now.
Excellent.
When you were young
like
and youthful.
An aunt joined to confirm that they just didn't care about the situation.
Kristen Ark, I don't... Hold on. I don't want to hear that from you, Kristen Ark. You relied on my, and I quote, autism yesterday. Don't you do this. Don't you... This man wanted to know if I had to choose between The Emperor's New Groove and Shrek, which one it would be, and I told him they're both good for different reasons. He told me I'm not helping. It's just... I know what you are, Chris. I know what you are. Go ahead, Lou.
So, to be kind of charitable to what he said, maybe asking somebody if, like, they have an intellectual disability could have been used to help the other person better understand how to communicate with you better so you understand what they're saying. In a very, very charitable way. I am being extremely charitable. I doubt that's what it was for, but just kind of bringing up points that it could be used for, because I'm trying to be kind of nice here.
Wait, this is about drama. I thought this was about Space Ace. Space Ace! God, Don Bluth's animation for that was so good. Alright, let's continue.
It was just shocking to see how much you did not care, and I just wanted out of there. Stop using that clip as if any of it holds up. It's literally you not caring about a groomer. You even bring up my panic.
You cannot retroactively claim that he doesn't care about a groomer when you've made a claim without providing any actual evidence. Please stop doing that. You are being intellectually and morally dishonest.
Attack, dude.
I will, just leak this to y'all. Essentially, right? Just to let you guys know, because this thing is not really public. Apparently, right, this excellent guy had a panic attack because of that stream he was on. And what? Yeah, so essentially, they
would also cry.
Yeah, I'll say that you shouldn't mock somebody for panic attacks, because that's something they just literally can't.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
So, yeah, Ace was wrong on that one, by my values. I actually had to get on the jar for literally the exact same thing, but far worse than what Ace did here. Panic attacks aren't something you can just magically control. You can't just say, I choose not to have a panic attack. They just happen. Now, I don't have them, because I'm broken, but people who do, they can't help that.
Because I'm broken.
People can't help that, so...
No, I'm so broken, I have them more often than normal people do. We are not the same.
Clearly not. But, yeah, I should probably talk to Ace about that, honestly.
About me blocking Ace live, too? I don't know. Just know that all of Ace's streams are like this.
The Discord server. Oh, no. And in reaction, I appreciate the confidence, SGC, but you have to understand, I was built different. I was built wrong. I was assembled alternatively, incorrectly.
This is all I need to show how just evil and spiteful the entire Ace space is. How all the
evil these
people are just childish, and how Ace is enabling their horrifically shit takes and thinking they can get away with it, when Ace himself believes the things that these people are saying. By not arguing with them, by giving them a platform, by sticking by them as a friend, he is showing to share the same interests.
Or maybe he's not, and it's sometimes just because you have a friend that does things you don't agree with, that it doesn't mean you hold those values. Monstrous is my friend. Go tell Monstrous that she's a Bible-thumping Christian. I would love to see that happen, because I'm pretty sure a murder would happen, and I want to watch.
Let's just dive right in.
You alive over there, Lou?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
I'm
just wanted to make sure.
alive.
Shall we? Now I will be beginning this section by sharing a creator's experience with Ace's friends. They are actually Slime, the person that Ace hates, and this situation...
I know nothing about the slime situation, so I'm not going to comment on that part, but...
has nothing to do with the slime situation. I'm using this to show how evil and malicious Ace's friends truly are. We can see here someone asking, why are you autistic?
Real quick, Thuman, I have some crazy friends who I disavow all the time. Oh, goodbye association, stupid. Yes, there are times that it needs to be observed. There are times it doesn't. But yes, I also have some crazy friends. But let's see here. Chris, now, I know who this person is in the server. I think Chris is a moron. I think Chris is a passive-aggressive clown. Him asking, why are you autistic, should be responded with, I just am, you idiot. Are you stupid? Sock says, I'm not autistic. Slur she sesh over being called autistic is the YouTube thing blocks it. But yeah, don't take Chris seriously. Like, dude's a moron. Here's the thing, you don't have to respond to these taunts. I'm not saying it's okay that they're taunting you like that. I want to be clear. But sometimes the best way to establish control in a situation like this is to not give people what they want. And the funny thing is, we're going to get to that in a short second, because he demonstrates somebody in here I really want to talk about, because this is going to be some funny stuff.
What would be the problem with that, buddy? The R-slur
The problem with being autistic is that it makes you want to buy toys a lot.
being used by
It hurts your wallet.
a member of...
After being an autistic, R-word, transphobe. Okay, I disagree with the slur, but if the person's a transphobe, I mean, that does need to be pointed out, I think.
Ace's Discord. I'm going to include right here that most of these screenshots...
Wait, hold on. Why isn't he talking about the guy who was called the transphobe? That's interesting.
...include very regular people. They're never...
Well, I hope you're doing okay, Livy Lilac.
...banned for what they say, and Ace never combats them at all.
That's actually also not true. Ace has, frankly, gotten in people's faces before about some of their behavior, and we'll get into that shortly.
User threatening Slime's life.
Okay, let me explain to you something about Spindling. The dude's always wild. He says super stupid crap, literally to just see how they respond. I could pretty easily kill you. Isn't him actually threatening you? It's him being a cringe lord. And you know how you deal with a cringe lord? Either engage in the cringe or ignore them. Like, that's all you do.
Correct.
Now, granted, I don't expect this person to know that, but I'm saying going forward, when somebody comes at you with stuff like this, that's what they're doing. They're prodding you. So, be prepared for how to respond to such things.
For some reason, like, dude, you're such a fucking weirdo. You're all freaks. Same.
Like, you know what? I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna use an example with Heaton. Alright, so, Dearest Heaton was in a Minecraft server at one point, and there was an individual... You know, I'm going to name him. Screw it. I'll name him Skritus. Skritus was being a little turd there, and Heaton was having it out with him. And in the middle of the conversation, Skritus asked Heaton if she was disabled. Oh, what? Heaton wants to? Oh, God. Heaton, you're not in the server. Hold stat, Lou. I'm gonna hop and call with Heaton real quick.
Okay.
Where is the beaten?
Gives me more time to do the silly little doodle.
Yes. So now we wait, people. We wait for the Heaton.
Correct.
Heaton.
Bakey.
All right, Heaton, you have the floor. Tell the story.
What's good, gamers? Hi. So, am I allowed to say names?
Yes, I just did already, so don't worry.
Oh, that's right, I'm stupid. Okay,
no,
yeah,
you're not.
Hi. So this is about Skritus. So what happened? Okay, you need to know the context because it makes it really fucking funny. So, he was being really condescending. And he was fucking he was mansplaining so fucking hard to somebody in this server that I was in. And I was like, oh my God, it was pissing me off. It was making me so fucking mad. And so I told him, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. What the fuck are you talking about? And he he kept trying to do it to me, which was only making me more angry. So I was like, just fucking, and he's like, well, if I'm in a call, then I can explain it better. I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. So we get in a call, and he's worse. And now he's trying to do it to me. So I, like, bit his fucking head off. I'm like, I'm like, stop fucking talking to me like this. It's making me so mad. Don't talk to me like I'm a fucking child. And I had to keep explaining to him over and over again that, yes, if you talk to somebody with a disability differently because they have a disability, what you are doing is infantilizing them. Because he kept saying, like, well, I talk to her like this because I know about the disabilities she has. And I'm like, yeah, it's what you're doing is infantilization and condescending. And so I kept saying it over and over again. He wouldn't fucking listen to me. And about halfway through this fucking conversation, he says, I need to ask you something before we continue. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be fucking good. I'm like, okay, so, and I go, what? And he goes, and you forgot. He didn't ask me if I was mentally disabled. His exact words were, do you have some kind of learning disability?
That's even worse.
And I went fucking ballistic. Oh my god, I got so fucking mad. I just started laughing and I left the call and I just sat there looking at the ceiling because I was like, I am going to say things that I'm gonna regret. Horrible shit is about to come out of my mouth if I do not leave this situation this exact fucking second. You have no idea. Fucking, it makes me so fucking mad remembering it. Because, like, I'm trying to explain to him that he's infantilizing someone with a disability, and he's like, do you have a learning disability? I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Well, I do have one piece of criticism for all that, Heaton, if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
You should have just lost it on him. You should have got sicko mode on him.
On God, I would have, if I didn't think that I was like, there's some things you can poke me with that I'll lose my mind and I'll just yell at you. I was like, I'm going to call him things that I cannot take back. I have to leave this situation.
Okay.
I can't. I spent too much money on therapy to go back to my own self in these moments for Scritus.
Well, good on you for disengaging then, because
I've seen in Breaking Bad when Walter loses his mind. Yeah, go back to your stupid bullshit.
Okay, well, I'm glad you were able to tell the story, because that is some funny stuff. I'll go ahead and let you go. I'm going to restart Discord so hopefully I can get my soundboard back. You have a good night, Heaton. Enjoy the stream.
Later, gamers.
Alright, now I'm going to restart Discord and see if it'll stop being the lame and the cringe. Now, the best way to respond to Scritus is, boy, you don't lift very well. I bet your max is 120 and I could put you in a suitcase. That's how you respond to somebody like Scritus. Alright, time to join Lou again. Let's see here. Respond to the Moofin. Where's Dalulu? Ah, Dalulu.
Yay!
I returned, so let's test the soundboard,
You
see
did
if
return.
it can work. Finally! So now I will give the chat what they earned. There's this.
I will take you to the toilet.
Because of all the times this guy mentions evil.
I will not tolerate the forces of evil.
Because of how this guy acts.
I'm terminally online. Yes, I am. I've been terminally online ever since I shot the fucking
womb.
And to the women in the audience.
You better thank your vagina.
So anyways, back to the
I do.
video.
I do thank
Cat
my
guy with
vagina
AI
every
profile
day.
picture drops a slur.
Okay, that's again Chris. Chris is a deranged human. Needs a good smack in the mouth, so I'll agree.
Yeah, ooh, wow. Shocking. And they weirdly bully them by adding, "You gonna cry again?" like a cartoon villain.
Okay, so there was a time we had to look into something in terms of Ponytown. For any people who may remember that, and I made I made a little lion dude running around, and I saw like so many people with a crying like pony, and because I am old and had enough, I just walked up to all of them, and I said, "If you don't stop crying, I'm gonna give you something to cry about."
You done got me fucked up.
The reason why you think that, Karaya, is because that's who I am talking about, except for this Chris. I don't know, maybe this Chris is Chris the Narc. We'll have to ask him.
Bro, what are you doing with your life? You guys are fucking weird as shit. Keep in mind, this conversation wasn't about anything but how Slime would keep reporting these incidents to Ace. These people would just go off just because they hate someone. Throwing hate for no...
Brother, what do you think you're doing in this video? Chris, come on, man. That's just mean. You know I have 2 accounts. One for mobile, one for home. It's because I'm technologically incompetent, though. So.
No reason, because they're fucking weirdos. Eventually, Slime DMs Ace, and he shows again that he does not care. He said he wouldn't stand by the people like that in his own stream that I covered. But right here, he sees these crimes, and he's just like, oh, they could do whatever. Ace doesn't give a shit that the weirdos are being fucking weirdos in his own server. So this fella does stand by it all. Anyway, that's the end of the Slimes.
I will say personally, because I've ran a few servers, you need to, if you have a standard for yourself, your server probably should fall in line with that. Otherwise, you're going to run into some serious conundrums, genuinely. And I'm not saying that because I'm trying to moral post. I'm saying that, like, from a logistical standpoint, you're going to wind up having some actual problems.
Screenshots there. Now it's my stuff that I collected. Say I'm saying a slur. Here...
Yeah, which is horrifically inconsistent. For him to call somebody a derogatory word for a trans person while also complaining about somebody else's transphobia, I don't get these people.
Is the community being creepy and being...
Okay, so creepy here. Commentary channel Excellent has crashed out over a barely 50 sub channel, saying they didn't watch his VisiPop coverage and made a community tab about it. Slur behavior. Wait, how is this cringy or creepy? Then we have Lieutenant B saying a slur, and then we have somebody underneath it. I'm saying you literally LARP as an N-word. This last person, like, I don't think they're even part of Ace's space, ironically enough. How is this creepy? Somebody tell me.
Being rapey and racist for no reason?
How is this rapey? What is wrong with this man? Lord above.
I'm reading this again. When it's crashed over here. And I don't... How is this? How?
I don't know. Let's see what else he's got.
This is a community Ace is growing and doesn't...
Okay, the eye patch green game. Look, just because Ace posts something on Twitter, the responses are not emblematic of what he agrees with or what he himself would say. That's dishonest. I could post something right now, and I could have a billion people saying as many slurs as possible, saying the most deranged, derogatory things. I have no control over them, and what I post does not set the standard for how they respond. Unfortunately. In fact, I have a DM from Vlad right now. He's probably calling me a slur as it is.
Probably.
No, he's not. He's talking about Falconic Chaos of all people.
Care what they're doing. This community should not be allowed to grow at all.
Yes,
just showing how evil Ace is alongside his own community because of the stuff that he lets happen and enables.
You can't stop people from posting on Twitter, my dude!
Luca is basically the moderator here, doing a lot of nothing in the community.
Actually, he's the moderator there, because I don't think much in the way of anybody else has actual power, unfortunately. And this is something I do need to talk to Ace about when I have the time. I have moderation in there. I can't do anything. I can look at the mod chat, and that's about it. So Lucas does actually try to do his best. He has to go through several steps to do something, unfortunately, but he's also just, making sure that he's doing what he's supposed to. So getting mad at Lucas, I think, is out of pocket.
To be like a moderator. Like right here, this server's talking about, we say the N-word. And
yes, because Spinling's kind of a troll turd. And Lucas responding like that, again, I don't agree with either of these things, but saying this is Ace's fault inherently and that he inherently agrees is also just dishonest. Like, there's a part of my server that talks about Has-Been Hotel. We all know how I feel about that. Maybe not a one-to-one comparison, but something I'm trying to get across here.
And bro's like, goated stuff.
Oh wait, hold on. No, I actually have a much better comparison, right?
Please
so
do.
my name in Guac Barrel has a slur in it because I'm gay and I can use it. Does that mean Lio is homophobic because I use the slur in a server he doesn't own, or
I keep getting blamed for that server. I don't have any power there.
Exactly.
But there is a rule that everything's my fault. So
what? Hello, my fellow N-words.
True.
Yes, they asked the age of the person who posted. I don't even know if that person's still around. I think they got bullied out. It's hard to remember. I don't spend very much time in Ace's server, to be honest.
Age? Bo just wants to know the age. They don't care. They are brewing this community. They are brewing this.
They're brewing it! It's about to go off the kettle!
They surround themselves by these people. Cartoonishly evil here, just being like...
Cartoonishly evil? I don't see them tying any women to railroad tracks.
I want to hear someone cry.
Oh, dang true.
Okay, Muffin shout out. Do you have any more vids of slime crying vids, by the way, give an ant? Yes, Muffin gets out of pocket sometimes, and I don't... Look, the thing is, I trust Muffin, love Muffin to death. If Muffin is saying something like this, the guy's probably done something out of pocket, to be 100 with you. And don't worry, Glitch Rabbit, we'll get to it. We'll get to that, don't worry.
Like, what a...
Yes, if the person's a scumbag and they wind up crying, yes, antagonizing them, I don't care. Like, yes, go ahead and hop on, Muffin. You had the ability to, so come on and hop on in. Muffin's going to explain this better than I can, because I have context for the other things, I don't really for this one. So we wait. Hello, Sunny. Go to bed.
Hi. I got an excellent shout out. Yeah! So basically what that was is that there was a... So what Slime kind of did is, like, this is very short form, so it's not a very good explanation, is that Slime was trying to insert themselves on in Shister's relationship and, like, emotionally manipulate their partner and Shister.
Ugh.
So they yes, they made a bunch of videos of them, like, crying, and, like, there were, like, I don't know if it was a bunch of videos or just one, but they were all, like, chopped up, and, like, a bunch of different, like logger YouTubers, like, had them, and I found one, and I thought it was funny as fuck, because I like it when people who do shitty things to other people get upset that they were caught. So I was like, does anyone else have any of these videos of them crying? I think it's funny. So yeah. And also, I figured out that Slime was talking shit about me in Sophia's DMs. So yeah, Slime, if you see this, I see you fucking talking shit. I don't give a fuck. I was the one who went into your DMs after Ace's server bullied you and comforted you. So yeah, fuck you.
Well, okay. Everybody has the context now. Thank you, Muffin. We'll go ahead and finish the video then. You can go ahead and skedaddle. Thank you.
I'm gonna keep watching stream now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well then, now you guys have the context for that.
Fucking
Yes.
Look in DMs.
Oh no. Oh no. True. This is true. Very nice. Alright, so continuing.
Fringe Lord. So edgy, oh my goodness, so edgy. Here I can prove how these people just don't care for their situations. In the server where most of the screenshotting took place by my little buddy, Ace's server, we can see someone named Morale saying...
Okay, so let's talk about this little freak. So, a couple of things that Mr. People Don't Do Enough Research doesn't get. Number one, Morale literally got banned. And, let me explain to you something about this little freak here, Morale. Morale does videos where he pretends to care about things that happen, and I mean genuinely. He's one of these guys that does what Pizza said. He actively talks about moral values externally. But my one interaction with this little weirdo was I hopped in call, and he just starts crashing out on me. Like, screaming, demanding answers about things. I didn't take him a lick seriously. I answered what he asked as sarcastically as I possibly could, and he did not like it. He could not handle somebody not taking him seriously. So instead, he wound up muting me on his end because he doesn't have any mod powers there. He couldn't server mute me, and then started saying racist crap to other people. And the reward he got for all this bad behavior was to be put in timeout for a week and then a couple days later banned from the server. Morale is such a deranged human being that when he found out Himpleton was talking trash about him behind his back, now this is just trash talk, right? He goes onto a stream that Himpleton's on, that is on Flatley's channel, and starts saying that because Himpleton lied about some things, therefore Himpleton's lying about being sexually assaulted, and starts grilling him on it, trying to get him to say that he wasn't sexually assaulted, talking about how, well, you were 11 when it happened, and I have evidence it didn't happen. That's how deranged this human being is. He's sick, he's twisted, and frankly, I think he needs to be dragged into the street and beaten. Also, he tried to be such a tough guy in the call that he was playing with a handgun he claimed he had, so fantastic individual, 10 out of 10, hit by a bus, please. Nobody likes this guy.
Again.
Nobody likes this dork. Alright? Nobody.
Being a pedophile.
And all this crap he's saying here was to try to get a rise out of Vlad. It did not work.
Isn't bad, with a little 100 emoji attached. Lolicon isn't pedophilia. Well, why would that matter if it wasn't bad, dumbass? And they...
Of course I recorded the call. I ain't gonna put it up, though. He says some awful things.
think bestiality is morally neutral. What the fuck is wrong with you, you fucking freak?
I agree. The one thing in this video he said I agree with.
As a cat owner, you guys are fucking gross as shit, and I would never let you near my animals.
As a superior cat owner, I wouldn't imral, but everybody else, sure, I don't see why not.
Well, no, I'm not. Okay. Oh my god. I think I'm actually tilted now. At first I was just confused, but now I'm just tilted. He's trying to claim, or he's like sneakily trying to claim that because like this person was around A-Space, that A-Space holds the same values as him, therein shouldn't be let around near cats or kids.
Yes.
That's gross. That's so gross, dude.
Yes.
I'm going to say this in the kindest way possible. Are you insane?
I think that his butthurt has just reached unbelievable levels. Let's go ahead and try to finish this up.
Ace replies with nothing too. He just fucking says hi. Doesn't ban the guy or nothing.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Entertain the chat there, Lou.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Hi. Hi, everybody. It's me, Mario. How are we doing? There was, sad to say, there's not enough compliments to me, so we should totally compliment me more. It'd be really funny. Yahoo, Mamma Mia, true. So what's your number? I want it. Dang, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Your avatar's very pretty, thank you. Dying from a grass pollen allergy. Skill issue. You're lovely and you deserve the compliment. So true. Yes, correct. I love all of you. I see Lao's avatar on Twitch sometimes. What happened to albino? I don't know what you're talking about. Your job is superb, and your voice is pleasant to listen to. Thank you. Thank you very much. I love it. Lou's dope, actually. So true. All of this is correct. Just objectively. Working on a Walter White puzzle? That's crazy. Thank you. The character is very pretty. I worked really hard on her. Lou Albino Wrestler is one of the early Mario voices. I see. I do have a channel, but I'm not going to self-promote because we don't do that here. This is Lio's channel. Heart emoji. Sexy vampire, true. Do a flip! I already said I'm one-legged wonder, y'all. I can't do that. So which Muppet does EXO look like? That's a great question. What Muppet? I'm not sure if this was entirely based on Muppets. I think this was based on Welcome Home. Sad face. Do a garlic review. Joke's on you. In real life, I actually really like garlic. I love garlic. Garlic is really good as long as it's not like just garlic on its own. My favorite, do you need some extra cash? I got some pull at IHOP. True. Yes, I would like cash. Cash money. If you give me cash, I draw you art. That's what I do. My favorite anime series, I'm just gonna be basic. Sailor Moon. I love Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon. I love Sailor Moon. Working on an assignment, give me some motivation. Fuck bitches, get money. Once you do that assignment, you can fuck bitches and get money. My favorite herb or spice? That's actually... Favorite death battle? Most definitely the Eggman versus Bowser fight, because it was peak. My favorite herb / spice is a more complicated question. I like Thai. Thai's fun. Buddha, I have not seen that. Cannot say I've seen that. Oh, you know what? Ghost Stories is also up there. The English dub specifically. Waffles or pancakes? Counter argument, French toast is better.
Alright, I am back. Thank you for entertaining my chat, Lou.
You're welcome. You might hear some people quoting Ghost Stories in the chat for a little bit, because we were talking about Ghost Stories.
Oh no, why? Alright, let's finish this out.
Do I play Genshin? No, I play Infinity Nikki Thuman, because it's better.
Oh my god, don't start that!
Guy close. Here's Morale asking someone if they think Lolly is fine, and I'd hope you don't. Someone says nah. Some poopy guy profile picture. Morale responds.
Okay, so, funny thing, Vlad actually got banned from Ace's server.
That's hilarious to know.
And he's literally arguing against Imrao, but he's saying that Vlad's bad for doing it. You are inconsistent. And the answer to your question, Domon, is Genetic Galgagar. So anyways, continuing.
With this question, you think porn is gross?
Well, he says, do you think child porn is gross? It's very specific.
I'd fucking hope so. Oh, by the way, you're also saying Lolly is CP here. So, this shit guy basically says how they actually don't give a shit, apparently.
He's saying that
That's just Vlad.
Yeah, Vlad's also responding to somebody he knows is trying to get a rise out of him. Frankly.
So scratch that. They have no morals. These people have...
He has none. Which means you can steal from Vlad and he won't shoot you at all, I promise.
Have no morals. We can also throw away that "nah, it's gross" statement from earlier, by the way. We can
I'm sorry the avatar was twitching, okay? I didn't do it.
Throw that away too. Even here saying, not my kid, not my problem.
That is his tagline at this point. Vlad's essentially saying he's not going to be too in-depth about stuff like that because it doesn't affect him directly. I appreciate the honesty at this point more than I do posturing.
This guy's still on the server.
No, he's not! He got banned!
All these people don't care about this. This reflects back onto all of these people. They believe this. The A-Space believes this.
Vlad said it, therefore Ace believes it. Man, I wonder if I go in there and I start talking about my theology and Christ, that suddenly that means Ace will be a Christian. I wonder if that's how this works. According to this guy, that is.
They give people like this a platform to speak, and it's absolutely horrifying. These people...
I don't know if Vlad's ever been on one of Ace's streams, actually.
...are fucking insane. Ace doesn't give a shit about any of this. Here, Sam, Ace's right-hand man in the stream about me...
Yes! It's Ace's Destro. But yeah, this is gross, and I think that Sam needs to be told not to say crap like this, frankly.
One of Ace's closest friends saying, groom a F-slur harder next time. For views, they want people to get groomed harder. You people...
That is... gross, yes, but also hyperbolic.
That's a joke, but it's in poor taste.
He's not actually talking about somebody actually being groomed. I've gotten to the point to where I'm so tired of being accused of a groomer without evidence that whenever somebody asks me, you know, who did you groom last? I'm just going to start saying I did it to Vlad. Just see what they do.
People are disgusting. All you want is money off of this.
Ace makes money? Since when does Ace make money?
Something dramatized.
Yeah, I was gonna point that out earlier. I don't think Ace has enough subs to actually make money.
He does have over 1,000 now. It doesn't mean he got 40,000 views, so I don't know.
It's a situation you can control the narrative of. It's just all perfect. Constant use of slurs and their genuine not caring is insane. They argue against points the actual art community and commentary community are trying to spread.
Thuman, are you still in the chat? Because if you are, I need to know. You are unironically an art commentary person. What I mean by that, people, isn't that Thuman's on the outskirts or talks about things that happen in there like I do. Thuman's channel is literally art and commentating on art. Thuman, are these people propagating what you believe? Is that what's happening here? Is Ace controlling you, Thuman? I need to know.
They only want to spread more hate speech and more fucking slop. They don't give a shit. They don't care about the victims.
You don't. Maybe Ace doesn't. I don't know. I'm not in his head. But, dude, I promise you don't. Because the truth of the matter is, when you do care about these people, when you do insert yourself emotionally into this, it's going to wreck you. I can speak from experience. That's what it does. There's a reason why one of Chris's criticisms of me, Chris Nark's criticism, is that I get too directly involved and too emotionally involved. And I can't even sit here and tell the man that he's wrong. Like, I can't. Because he's right about that. And that's caused me problems. Not only in how I've approached some things, but also in what it does to me as a human being. It's a mess. So, care, yes. Expecting a super high level of involvement directly, that can cause actually more problems. And I hate to say it, but that's just the truth.
They also think these situations are owned by them, seen earlier by the way they were talking in the stream. They aren't even important, yet they act so important when they don't care. It's just an outlet for them to spread more hate. It's embarrassing. These people are nothing compared to the actual people who do the actual research and...
Name names.
Okay, no, you know what? Well, for one, I am actually offended on behalf of the people who have done so much work and so much, like, actual predator hunting that aren't cops. Like, okay, have you, like, gone out of your way to speak to the victims personally, to give them comfort and to give them, like, solace after, like, all of this stuff happens to them? No, you haven't. Like, trying to appear as if you are morally superior because you make videos and you claim to, and by saying, I care about, like, the actual victim stories being heard, is disgusting. Like, there's a difference in caring about, like, the victim's story being heard and caring about, like, the victim's well-being. And if you're actually going to say, I care about the victims more, when you do the exact same content that Ace does, don't even come at me with that. Genuinely, that's gross.
True, I'm talking to Yin her. Dude, I'm bullying Yin, sorry, because they gave me a super chat. They came out of their caves and need to be back in it. Continuing.
Cover the situations correctly. There are commentary creators that care. Those are the ones that actually represent us, not these fools. It's people with the simple ability to reason and understand every situation is different. But
Angie for $2, CA and ACC stands for Ace. Clearly.
Ace's people understand nothing, because they can never do a lick of research. They can scroll through docs live, but never take in information. Never...
You do the same exact thing, you just do it in a video format. You go through evidence, you call out the behavior as it should be called out, but you do nothing other than get the victim's story out there. You don't, like, sit down with the victims to make sure that they're okay. Like, oh my god.
You know what this sounds like? This sounds like something you would say in the shower in a pantomimed argument that you shouldn't actually say out loud, but, like, you should internalize and work on your argumentation. This is just stream of thought. This is kind of embarrassing. I actually kind of feel sorry for the guy on that alone.
For developing an opinion always stuck on some weird defensive ground for pedos and freaks.
Which they haven't done. And if they do, I will burn everything down. You're a liar.
People are only content, not even actual victims.
You want to know who has unironically said that to him, people are content? You want to go to have a war with somebody? Beckett's over there with Cope and Steve. He has made it very clear the people he covers, they're content. They're not his friends. They're content. If you actually want to talk to somebody who does that, by all means, go talk to Beckett.
They don't give a shit. They hate you. They hate you.
Ace, do you hate me?
They hate you. They hate you.
Do you hate me? Well, you can also talk to Kristen Ark. That'd be kind of entertaining. Yes, I like making money. That's my way. Go ahead.
Remember how he talked about how he was inciting rage in how Ace was inciting rage in his audience?
Yeah.
And now he's doing the exact same thing.
Yes, but his is justified.
Oh
You have to
my
understand
God.
that. It's okay if he does it.
Saying they should groom people harder. They are all insane. Here's more members being themselves and.
Yes, and again, Vlad got banned.
The server. Nope.
Who is that? Is that Chris? I think that's Chris. It's hard to tell.
With no ban or backlash. No, nothing. My friend sent me this too. Another.
Yes, Vlad found that funny because he likes making fun of pedophiles, and the word on the street is that guy, God, disrespect, is either a predator or predator adjacent. That's literally mocking the guy.
The slur. Oh wow, you are.
You had a
terrible
crash out
people.
not long ago.
That
It
is
was
the
hilarious.
N-word right there. That right there.
Yeah, again, these things he's showing obviously don't agree with, and if Ace has an issue with them or Ace wouldn't do it himself, Ace needs to rein that in. I'm not going to argue that. But saying that this is inherently evidence that Ace is a bad person, first of all, we have to come to a realization that people change and grow over time, and that what they might consider okay now, they may not in the future. And if you don't give people that room to change and grow, and you just immediately ostracize them, it literally causes more problems than it's worth. I promise you that.
There. Even a moderator penned the N-word. You guys suck, and all you do is hate. You do not deserve to continue making content in this space.
No one deserves to make content. That's not how this works.
And you will not be going forward.
I mean, they will, because you can't stop them. I don't know where this guy thinks he can get off saying that he's going to deplatform these people. He doesn't have that power.
To even get to the point where you could possibly ever represent us.
Who's this us? Who are you talking about? Because I hate to tell you this, dude, but you don't represent the majority of the community. You wouldn't last 5 minutes with the random commentary, bros. If you think Ace is bad, brother, you have not seen things. You just have not.
Your growth will be fucking tremendously slow because only people who hate things and don't care for people will subscribe. Dumbass.
And unfortunately, that's a lot of people, so yeah.
Asses who can't find morals and only regurgitate things.
Brother, you've been repeating yourself this entire time. Lord.
I'm gonna say this as somebody who is in a loving, committed relationship with somebody who's subscribed to the channel. No, they just find Ace Space funny.
Lord.
Hate spiral into an abyss that no one will ever remember because.
What is he even talking about?
Thank God. Thank fucking God I don't want to remember you, Ace. Thank God I can say this now that I showed so much. Also, give it.
He hasn't showed much of anything. What in the world?
You don't want to remember him, yet you make a video on him.
Oh
that.
Lord.
And here, let me show some stuff about you. You can't say that word.
Well, I don't think he should, but he can.
Dude, that's pretty bad, dude. You're fucking racist and a piece of shit. Silence is not consent and will never.
Okay. Saying that he finds somebody annoying for repeating a common phrase, I think is dumb that he said it, but it doesn't mean he's evil.
Be consent. You are so fucking annoying, Ant replies. So, bro, this Wilbur Soot allegations is so stupid and ridiculous. I have so much to say about this bullshit.
Okay, that's not inherently wrong. I don't know about what any of this is about, but saying that it's BS and he has a lot to say about it isn't evidence of him being evil? What in the world?
By the way, this Ant guy is
Okay,
just
so I actually do know.
creator,
Oh my gosh, I do know about the Wilbur Soot stuff. Wilbur Soot, popular Minecraft
God.
creator. and
Why?
He wasn't a pedophile. He wasn't a pedophile. He was an abuser. Different.
Why is it always Minecraft?
Accused of being. There are pedophiles in the Minecraft community.
Oh Lord above,
No,
give me strength.
he was just. He allegedly was abusing his partner at the time by like biting her like way too hard, even after she'd say like their safe word. So that's what that is about.
Okay.
He's just like Ace. He's a commentary slop maker. Who is Ace's like right-hand man, like the closest pal? I've seen them together more. That's the guy who asked me the weird questions in the stream, and I just got weirdly embarrassed because it was fucking weird. These people are weird. When I figured out how weird they were, I was so uncomfortable there. These people fucking suck, dude. I wish I could have just told them and left, but I believe whoever works with these YouTubers after this video should most likely be stayed cautious of. Other creators who have been involved with live streams might have been just like me, might have just been brought in there. So yeah, that's
Lyle, we have to keep a close eye on you now. I'm sorry.
You should watch my Twitter reviews.
That's basically it for this video. I showed everything, and hopefully you can see how these people should be ignored. These people are nothing but worms and parasites trying to get clout out of me, and I can say that. Yes, they're trying to farm.
Brother, there's no clout to gain
Clout
from you.
6K.
You're a 6,000 sub channel that currently nobody actually cares about. You're not even Himpleton to the point to where people can just constantly clown on you. So this is so doggone goofy.
Clout off me. They literally call themselves slop creators. A bunch of racists and ableist weirdos who never cared about the traumas the victims went through, only ever wanting the money and confirming it many times. I wouldn't support them. I would ignore their existence. Their credibility...
But you're not. You made an entire 22-minute video on them. I am so tired.
Should be in the dirt now. Anyway, yeah, thank you all for watching. Check out my members here. Look at them. Look at them. They're so...
Hey guys, you guys only want to make money now. Look at all the people who are paying me every month. Very smart. Okay, I have had so enough of this. Now, I know initially I was talking about that Dreamer guy and having him on stream, but I don't think that's the best thing to do out of nothing else because he's a tiny channel and I actually don't want to put him in front of people and publicly embarrass him. I don't think that would be right. So I'll hop on and talk to him privately. But I appreciate everybody coming by. I can't say I've enjoyed this, but I hope I've been entertaining for you. Thank you all for supporting Thuman so much. It means a lot. And I'm going to let you guys now enjoy the ending stuff for the stream. And I will catch you all later. Enjoy.
Get ready for explosive action with the Silverhawks. Holy hyperdrive! These space-age crime-busters are going to strike a blow for justice. That's it, Silverhawks. Show them how it's done by rounding up the intergalactic mob led by public enemy #1. His name is Munstar. So soar with the superheroes that fly on wings of silver and fight with nerves of steel. The Silverhawks.
Weekday mornings at 6:30 on TV 14.
Uh-oh.
Darkwing Duck, grade A superhero who gets a D in everything else.
Launchpad, the book.
He's destructive.
Evildoers everywhere fear me.
He's deranged.
I'm sure it seems that way to the untrained eye.
He's the greatest superhero in St. Bernard.
Let's get dangerous.
But to his friends, he's just good old DW.
Gee.
Weekdays on Darkwing Duck.
Weekdays at 3 on the WB Channel 11.
The SWAT Cats. What are they doing here?
Your job, Feral. Only a sorcerer's dark power could have brought these ancient bones to life. It must have been the past master.
Don't worry, Miss Briggs. We'll take care of it. And him. How many lives do these cats have?
From its ashes I will create a new city where lawlessness is the law of the land.
I used to be Dr. Purvis. But now you can call me Dr. Viper.
Hey, bucket butts, is this a private party? Or can anybody join? Outstanding! Down these mean skies, a cat must fly. We want to be the good guys.
Do you think Dark Cat will surface again soon?
Well, when he does, we'll be waiting. Both of us. Count on it.
On the next all-new Ninja Turtles.
Like the phoenix, I have risen from the ashes, and into my fire you shall fall.
Guys, I say we shred his butt once and for all.
I will not allow you to destroy my family.
My sons, retreat!
Hey, this door's getting hot.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles!
Next Saturday, only in the Fox Box.
Dragonis is destroying the city. Here comes the hockey-playing Mighty Ducks to save the day. Go, Mighty Ducks! Wild Wing skates in and joins Grin and Duke LaRange as they stop the evil Lord Dragonis from destroying the world. Go, Mighty Ducks! Go! Wild Wing fires his puck. Duke throws his grappling hook and swings into action. Grin skates in with a super crunch. Go! And here comes the Duck Cycle firing pucks to finish off Dragonis. Ducks rock! The new Mighty Ducks figures and Duck Cycle sold separately. Duck Cycle coming soon.
What hidden terror keeps the Batman awake at night?
We should start with your childhood, yes, child?
Bruce.
Is there some past tragedy?
What hidden terror keeps the Batman awake?
I was only a child.
Don't blame yourself.
What hidden terror? Bruce.
A need filled you.
He ain't human.
All consuming. All controlled.
Who are you? I'm your worst nightmare.
Bruce, don't go in there.
Why couldn't you save us? Why couldn't you save us? Why couldn't you save us, son?
I am vengeance. I am the night.
I am Batman!
Batman. Tonight at 7 on Cartoon Network.
It's payback time.